All right. See, yeah, Fine Music, episode 310. That's where we are at now. Had so much fun hearing about the British music in 309. What do you got for us today, Murray?
Well, what I got, I mean, it's the new year. Happy New Year. I'm going to do a year in review. So I'm going to talk about, actually, I'm going to do both years that I've been doing fine music. And I'm going to talk about some artists that I recommended on here that I still love, that I'm still listening to over and over again. I mean, I've talked about some on here that, yeah, they came and went. But the title for this one is 8.5 Examples of Why Women Are Producing the Best New Music Today. So we're going to start with 2023. Who did I talk about in 2023 that I'm still listening to over and over again? Well, I started with Wise Blood, the In the Darkness, Hearts Aflame album. Just beautiful, kind of weird pop music with definitely cynical attitude. That's my favorite song off of it is When the Worst, They Say the Worst is Done, which is about the very cynical take on the end of COVID, where she's basically saying it's not done, but it's got this bop de bop de bop bop backing vocals going on it that just turn it into this cheery pop song about they say the worst is done, but I think the worst has just begun. But I cannot recommend Wise Blood enough. Second is local girl Claudia Heuser. And by local, I mean my own current hometown of Fairport, New York, is where she's from. Country music, really, really good. As I said in my original, like the total package for country music. Great voice, great songs, great stage presence, good looking, all that. Couldn't beat it. Because she's a local girl, I've seen her a lot in the past year. She's playing the local bars all the time. Puts on a really fun show, but I'm a little disappointed that she doesn't do more of her own original material. She seems to mostly, she's got a good bar crowd going, so she's doing a bunch of covers of popular country songs, but she's such a great songwriter that I really wish she'd do more of her own material. So, Claudia, if you're somehow listening to this, throw some more originals into your set list, please. Oh, and make your album available again. Where's her album? This is her album. Came out last year. Cannot find it anywhere. As a matter of fact, it's not even on the web anymore. So I don't know. It's a great album. She needs to put it out again. Who's next? Oh, Blonde Shell. Oh, yes. We talked about Blonde Shell, woman singer from LA. The big song on there is on her album, which I have here somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Should be a little better prepared. This is her album, came out in 2023. The big song is Salad, about fantasizing about killing the guy who assaulted your friend. Really pleasant little song, but very powerful. Ellen Jewell, another country singer. Am I turning into a country? I know Fred talked about her. Just really, again, when her songs come up on my shuffles, I'm just like, wow, this is really good stuff. I discovered her this year. She's been around for at least 10 years, though. She's not brand new. And finally, a band that has been around for quite a while, but I finally got around to talking about this year, Warpaint. 4 women from LA with just lovely interaction of vocals and guitar, and just a really tight band playing kind of spacey pop music, a lot of instrumental, even though as I'm listening to them, I'm realizing that a lot of times when I listen to music, I pay attention to the lyrics first and then the music. And with them, it's always been the music. And only recently am I starting to hear some of their lyrics, which some of them are pretty amusing lyrics. I mean, their latest album has a song on it called Send Nudes. So those were 5 bands, 5 musicians I talked about in 2023. We'll just briefly jump back to 2022. Emily Wells, violin, electronics, just some of the most innovative, creative music of any form. I consider she transcends genre. She's just, this is pure, pure music. Who else did I talk? Oh, Michelle Gurevich, Eastern European singer, reminded me of Leonard Cohen. And when I played her to a friend of mine, she too said, "Ooh, sounds like Leonard Cohen." So like if Leonard Cohen was an Eastern European woman, this is what he might sound like.
What's her name again?
Oh God, Michelle Gurevich, Gurevich.
Got it.
So very cynical attitude in her songs, but very, very amusing, good sense of humor. I guess just to pluck one of her songs out that again kind of stands out just for the title, Drugs Saved My Life. That's and then Stress Dolls, another local, she's out of Buffalo, New York. She goes by, she's labeled her stuff angry girl music, and that kind of fits. I've been listening to her for a couple of years now, really enjoy her stuff. She put out a couple of new songs last year. Also, I did an interview with her for Ground Control magazine, which I thought went very well. And I was especially pleased when she thought it went very well and actually thanked me for doing such an in-depth interview and not just, you know, throwing out the standard boilerplate, you know, how did you start playing music like that? But actually got into the meanings of her songs because she has a lot to say about stuff. And finally, where once again, I'm not completely organized. Where to go? Oh, there it is. The Cool Club and the Lipker Sisters, the Andrews Sisters style jazz. Now, the reason I'm labeling this 8.5 reasons why women are making the best music today is because when I talked about the Lipker Sisters 2 years ago, I mostly focused on the sisters and their vocal harmonies and counterpoint. But the Cool Club, which is the band behind them, is just as important to their sound. And it's three guys often supplemented with horn players. One of them, Rick Hoyt, writes a lot of their music, and he's the one who writes their real old style boogie woogie swing jazz tunes. It's the foundation of their sound. Now, two of the sisters, Marilla and Grace, write songs themselves too that are very good, but I just have to give credit to the band behind them. The sisters are wonderful. The band behind them is very solid too. They're another local band that I go see every chance I get. So, excuse me. There is my 2 years in review from Find Music. And again, I think my favorite artists these days are pretty much all music. Women, that's what I'm trying to say. So go check them out.
Hey, if you like that kind of music, the boogie woogie stuff, that kind of thing,
Yep.
look up Sue Palmer from San Diego.
Okay.
Sue Palmer, she's incredible, an incredible piano player. She used to back up Candy Cane and the Swinging Armadillos. I don't know if you know that band.
Okay, I remember Candy Cane. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a local girl too. Yeah, but Sue Palmer sounds interesting. Nice.
Thank you, Murray.
Murray, who's the electronic guy?
Emily Wells.
Yeah, got that one too.
She's originally from LA, even though I think she's living in New York right now. She supposedly has new music coming out sometime soon.
Spoke too soon, but I'll say it again. Thank you, Murray.
You're welcome.
2022, 2023. Ah, yes, the memories.